Hey everyone! Tonight we've got mystery meat. I'm coming to you a little bit late because I'm using my daughter's camera because, I don't know, sometimes mine acts up and for some reason it always acts up on this Facebook page but not everywhere else I go live, so I have no idea. But here we are. So I seasoned a bunch of different things with my Epicure seasonings and I labeled it and, you know, I don't know what it is. So my labeling didn't take, so here we are. So what we're gonna do, this was frozen in plastic. Most of the time I'm trying to freeze in reusable containers. I did not have enough for this. So this is still most of the way frozen. I'm just gonna basically slice my way into this plastic bag, tear it open, and drop that right onto the plate in my steamer. And I'm gonna throw that in to thaw it. Okay, so let me grab my meaty cloth. Okay, so this is gonna go into my steamer. We're gonna get this thawed out. We'll have a good smell. Let me see. No idea. It smells good though, but I don't know what it is. So we're gonna put that in the steamer and get it thawed so we can get it roasting in the oven. Now, if I had a barbecue, I would take it out to the barbecue. And you know what? Maybe I won't roast it. I don't want to roast it. I don't know what I want to do, guys. I have no idea. Maybe I'll steam everything. I only realized like 5 minutes ago that I had to go live. I realized as I started, I still have paint on my chest because I lost complete track of time. So I basically I grabbed my mystery meat that I had taken out an hour before. I grabbed some vegetables. And I grabbed some oil. And that's all. I got no plan. So you're here with me as we figure it out. Ready? Let's figure that out. So I noticed that I forgot about my asparagus. I found them today. Some of them are a little bit sketch. So I'm going to be checking them all. Some of the ones in the middle had like, it was super slimy. So I got to check everyone. So I want to hear, I'm using, look what's available right now. It's last call. It's not going to be there long. The 4-inch ceramic knife is available on the website, so go grab that. Hey, Mary. Hey, Amanda. Nice to see you. I want to know what you guys had for dinner last night, because in most of the country, ooh, that one's scary. In most of the country, you haven't had dinner yet. So what did you have last night? Drop a comment, let me know. And I want to know where you're watching from today. So I'm just getting my asparagus ready. I was gonna roast them, but you know, it's a toasty like 23 degrees in here. And I am the firm believer of I don't turn on the oven and then turn on the AC to balance the oven because that's just electrical nonsense. So that's not gonna be happening. So I'm gonna be steaming tonight because turning on the ovens on a hot day is not smart. So thankfully I can do it all with my steamer and my frying pan. Hey Mom! Next Friday, I'll be cooking for my mother. My mom's watching from Newfoundland. Shelly's watching from PEI. You had sprinkles for supper? I need to hear about that. Okay, so we're gonna be able to steam those real quick in our steamer. Let's check and see if we can get this meat going. I think what I want to do is I actually want to cook it, kind of like cut the bone out of it and spatchcock it. So I'm gonna grab an apron because I'm gonna cut the bone out of the meat with you, and it's gonna be messy because, you know, this is not my skill set. I'm gonna get to cook for my mom for like a week and some. It's gonna be amazing. So next Thursday, my sister and niece arrive, and then next Friday, my mother and brother arrive, and we are going to have a very full house. It's going to be fantastic. So, all right, I'm kitted up. I didn't have sprinkles. Okay, I was like, oh, you had sprinkles? That sounds delicious. Anybody have sprinkles on toast? Who's from that generation where you took a slice of white bread, you put butter on it, and then you covered it in sprinkles, and you called it fairy toast or fairy bread? Who's familiar with fairy bread? That's what I thought Pharaoh was probably mentioning. That's what I think of as sprinkles. Okay, so let me cut up my cabbage. Come on, I want to see. A couple of you have the fairy bread. Even my daughter knows about it. How
I
did
know
you know?
about it, but I was not fed it as a child because I had a healthy childhood with Epicure. I did though.
That's
That is
cute.
true though.
Uh, yeah, we knew more about sugar by the time my daughter came along than we really understood in my generation. Everything was low fat, everything, and sugar was A-okay. Oh, sprinkler, that means you shared. Oh, I love that. I did not know that. Okay, so we've got a bunch of cabbage. I'm gonna leave that knob center of the cabbage in because those are really extra crunchy and crispy. So, I don't know, wait, I have a pan here because I didn't know what I was doing and I was gonna roast that, and now I don't wanna roast it because it's hot and it's silliness. So my daughter's looking sad. I think I'm gonna steam my cabbage. I love a delicious steamed cabbage. Could you make your ice any louder over there? Okay, so we're just gonna break up our purple cabbage. We're gonna drop it right in here. Brown sugar and cinnamon on toast, absolutely. She did have brown sugar and cinnamon on toast. She just didn't get sprinkles because of the food coloring, and we knew about food colorings by this period in time.
Brown sugar and toast was when I became an adult.
Oh, brown sugar and toast, she fed herself as an adult. I mean, geez, I eat molasses and butter on molasses bread. Bring it on. I miss bread.
Gluten-free bread.
I miss bread. We could do molasses bread on my gluten-free bread. Okay, this is gonna go in the microwave. Now I want you to see the difference in color, okay? That's the color post or pre-cook. Let's throw that in for 2 minutes. We'll get out our chicken. Alrighty. Now, you know what, Farrah? I don't know what I'm cooking. I'm cooking mystery chicken that I found in the freezer. And I'm cooking asparagus, and I'm cooking what was that again? Cabbage. Oh, cabbage. This is how organized I am today. I totally forgot I was cooking. I completely lost track of time, and it was about 5 or 10 minutes before I was going live that I remembered that was what was happening today. So I'm just making crap up. So, that's nothing too unusual. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a burner going. I'm going to get my daughter to bring my burner over here. Actually, my burner's loud. I'll cook on the stove. My burner is so loud, my induction burner. Okay, so I'm checking my meat. Ooh, so this was my almost fully frozen chicken. This is actually kind of perfect for me to cut the bone out because it's still a little bit firm. Okay, so I'm going to go in. If I nick the bone with my ceramic knife, it's no longer covered, guys. So, you know, don't do this that I'm showing you right now. I'm not going to do it either. It just happened to be sitting there, so I picked it up. Bad plan. Your ceramic knives are not meant for cutting bone. Use your steel knives for that if you're cutting up to a bone, so you're not going to chip and damage your ceramic knife. So I'm basically just cutting away from this bone, trying to get it out of this chicken thigh. Because I didn't know what I was cooking before I started, I would have had this done. But now you get to watch me struggle and do all the prep parts that I would have had done for you before I got here. You get to join me for that, you lucky, lucky people, okay? So, this is not my forte. Now I have this weird bonely, like, what did I just do? Okay, so, alrighty, so we'll just cook that. We'll just air fry that. That'll be really delicious. It'll be like a chicken wing. Who believes me? My daughter does not believe me. She is looking at me like I have completely lost my mind. Okay, so we have got one chicken taken apart. We have got our pan getting nice and warm. We're gonna put in a knob of butter. Now we can't use that butter because I just put my hands in it with raw chicken because I have no idea what's happening right now. I was having this really on-the-ball day, and I did a lot, so I'm not having an on-the-ball day anymore. Oh my word. So now we have a bunch of butter that we have to do something with. Can you scrape the top half of that butter off and give me the rest? Like the top half is good. I just touched it. But the rest of the other butter. Don't do what I'm doing ever. So this is the lesson today. Yeah, I'm not to do a cooking class. 101 is what we're doing right now. As you see me struggling, trying to get the bone out, okay?
You want the butter?
This is
Here you go.
how to be completely freaking real and get stuck in your food as you're trying to cook. Okay, so we all do this. This is basically what it's like all the time when you're not here. So now you're getting to witness that too. Okay, so here I am, cutting the bone out really poorly. And you know, cutting meat is always a super appealing thing. Good grief. Okay, anyway, we're making these weird meat popsicles. It's probably going to be the best thing that nobody's ever tried before, or maybe everybody's tried it except me. Okay, so I've got my, shush it.
Wings, drumsticks, or meat popsicles.
Yeah, well, you know what? Drumsticks are expensive, or wings are expensive. So we have another one of these. So basically, I want to have I've been craving crispy spatchcocked chicken. So that's what I'm doing here with my butchering live on TV. I mean, on the internet. Live on TV.
News reporter.
I am struggling so hard. It's funny, when I hit my energy wall, I just hit my energy wall. But you know, you guys really help me with my energy. So I'm sticking around for you. Okay, there we go. Got a lot of stuff done in the yard today. Earlier this week, I got so much paper dealt with in my office. It was just the most glorious, glorious thing. I got a bunch of recognition done for my team. It's been a really good week. So I'm at the end of it, and I'm a little bit tired. Okay, let's just put all that seasoning in there. Let's play Guess the Seasoning. Who watched that? Anybody watch that live that I did the other week where I made all the seasoned stuff with the different seasonings? What might that be? Like, I'm thinking maybe Montreal steak. It's got like big chunks of pepper in it. So that's the seasoning from the bottom of the chicken. If you're an Epicure consultant or have lots of seasonings and remember that live, Alexa's looking. Did we do a Tuscan? Maybe it's Tuscan. Anyway, she's examining, she's here comparing the jar. Let me just wash my hands.
It looks like Montreal steak. Or Tuscan, but they'll look similar, won't they?
But I think Tuscan would have a decidedly
Tuscan has
Italian
more
stuff.
red. Tuscan has a lot more redness in it. Oh, but no,
See, we have no idea.
It's got more white chunks. This one has a lot of white chunks.
We may or may not know when we eat it. Okay, it's Montreal steak chicken.
But it might be Tuscan chicken.
Probably Montreal steak chicken. We're not 100%. And my chicken is not 100% thawed, so I'm going to go back in for 30 seconds, and then we're actually going to get this show on the road. I'm going to put a little oil in my pan. Montreal steak. Shelley concurs. We are officially now having Montreal steak for dinner.
Yay.
Okay, we're going with that. Okay, you want to sprinkle some more Montreal? We're going to sprinkle some more Montreal steak on our meatsicles, as I almost pour them on the counter, and then we're going to throw them in the air fryer, and we're going to see what happens. Because why wouldn't we? Okay.
I know why.
A little bit more butter in there. Whoops. Miss the pan. Catch it though. That was worked out well. That was the butter that I accidentally chickenified, so you know I got to use it up. Okay, so now my chicken, I've got my pan hot.
Want more?
No, that's good. Maybe I do. Yeah, bring me that back. I'm gonna put it on after. Okay, I'm gonna put it on after because I don't want to burn my seasoning. So the skin. Okay, the skin going skin side down in my hot pan. If you don't hear the sizzle, your pan is not hot enough. And I don't want to put more seasoning on now. I will put it on later, okay? So there we go. That's going to go skin side down. And I'm not going to put all four in at once because my stove is kind of lame. And if I have all four in at once, I won't get the crispy coating that I want just from that pan fry because the pan will be too crowded and it will sweat out instead of crisping. Okay, so I'm going to start with those two. We're going to start with that. Okay, let's check our asparagus. Here we go. We had asparagus. But now, look at the change of color. This is not asparagus. That would be a magical color change, wouldn't it? That is purple cabbage. So that is 2 minutes cooked. Now, it's going to need a little bit more time because it's really not soft enough. Cabbage can be really hard to digest. So if you're having digestion issues, the best thing to do is to steam your cabbage, okay? So we're going to put our magical purple transforming asparagus back in for about another minute because we want to get that soft enough that we can digest it easily. Okay, so my chicken's going to take a bit. What sort of starch should we have, guys? Anybody have a suggestion? Suggestions from the field. I'm looking at this, so no suggestions coming over here. So we've got Montreal. Should we do some potatoes? Should we do some rice? Oh, I know what we're doing. We're doing rice. 100% doing rice. And you know why?
You have rice in the fridge?
No. We have rice in the fridge. We're making more rice. Okay. Alexa's going to make her famous, in my house, sushi rice because it is ridiculous. And there's a new product that I got in advance as a leader. Okay. Consultants could order that today. I am obsessed. I have never eaten so much rice. Like, it's probably the most rice that I've eaten in the last 3 years. Like, seriously. The other night when I tried this new product, it is amazing. I used to go to Japanese Village and eat the steak sauce. It is nothing like Japanese Village steak sauce, but it is so worthy to just cook rice and have this new flavor on it. So, oh, thank you for asking that, Farah. I am with the company Epicure. So thanks for joining us for those of you that don't know Epicure. See, I had such a start today that I didn't even go through those basics. So my daughter is cooking rice in our steamer. She is making it in the multi-purpose steamer right here. She's put her cup of sushi rice in. She's going to rinse that off and then she's going to get that started and that's going to be done in 10 minutes. We're going to have a nice, delicious, sticky sushi rice that we're going to be able to have with our chicken pops and our chicken. So my chicken has stopped sizzling. I got to check it. Make sure it's not burning. It's not, but it's not dark enough. It's not actually releasing. If it doesn't release on its own, it's not cooked enough. It needs to release on its own. Oh, okay, awesome. Well, talk to your consultant. We absolutely love what we do. So the cool thing is that consultants got to order that new product today. And for customers, you want to see everything we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about a new product that's available right now. And you're going to have to wait until July for these other items. So let's talk about a new product that we had launching in May that I can put on my asparagus. Okay? So what have we got in the Epic box? Let's see if there's something in my Epic box that will be perfect for my asparagus. Oh, my container greens are mostly being eaten by the chicks.
We've eaten most of them.
Yeah, there's very little left. My container greens have been mowed down by the chicks that are in my yard. Ooh, I want to have brownies.
Ooh.
Not feeling that. Let's go to my other new product. Oops, sorry, Lex. Oh, you know what I need? I know what we're going to have.
Can you open that?
Okay, it's not even a new product, but I am 100% going with feisty green sauce. Where's my lighting? I'm going feisty green sauce as my sauce/seasoning to put on my asparagus. Yum, yum, yum. That is going to complete this meal deliciously. Let's check our purple cabbage and our chicken. Well, how long did you do the last time?
I can't remember.
Okay, she usually does 5 minutes, usually, I think. We can't go all the way through on the sushi rice because it boils over. Okay, so those could probably use another minute, but they are totally ready. And what I'll probably do at the end is I'll just use them like that, and then I'm going to drop them into the fat that we had for the chicken, the leftover chicken bits, and I'm going to saute them in that. I just thought of that. That's going to be so good. Oh my gosh, who wants to have some delicious purple cabbage sauteed in some yummy chicken business? I do. Okay, let's check our chicken. Okay, so our chicken is turned. We've got our nice crispy chicken. I don't know if you can see it from there. Ooh, baby. Okay, so I'm going to add my other pieces now. So I want to know, feisty greens, what do you do with Epicure feisty greens? I have been with this company for 24 years. Like every single time, I'm blown away by what we have in this company. So I want to know, how do you use feisty greens? Do you do, chicken business, do you do feisty greens classic? Do you do feisty greens?
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, that horrible light that was right over my face.
Yes.
Feisty greens on corn. Oh, corn. Ooh, so basically we could add a little corn to our rice. Or tomorrow we add some rice to the corn with some feisty greens. Yum, yum. Okay, what else are you doing with feisty greens? Plain Greek yogurt. Okay, yum. And then you're just using it as a sauce that way. Let's get our mayo out, Lex, and mix up some feisty greens. Okay, we have got Kewpie mayo, because pretty much this is the mayo that we are using for everything now, because it's really, really yummy and weird and changes the flavor of everything, and it's delicious. Except it's almost empty.
Oh.
So I think this one was stored the wrong way. I must have put it in incorrectly.
That was me.
She put it away wrong. Okay. Skip the water and add only lime. Yes, yes, yes. Good call, Sherry. That's 100% what we're going to do. We're going to go. I didn't even know it called for water. Does it? All right. I guess I've been skipping the directions all along. Okay, so I haven't measured anything. Ooh, adding it to cornbread. Oh, I love you guys. You guys are giving me life here. Bring it. Keep bringing it, bringing it. Okay. Oh. Okay, just get my lime. It's in the fridge. I usually like to warm them up on the counter for a day or before if I'm using a lime. But this was not the option. Ooh. Okay, I gotta just get my little cutting board here so I don't, oh, I got a giant cutting board for one tiny little lime. I want to cut my counter. I had a citrus press. There we go. Okay. So I cut my lime and I had a miniature heart attack. I was like, ah! It's gross. No, it's the red cabbage. Cool, right? All right. Here we go. We are going to put this in here. We're going to have a feisty green sauce to drizzle over our Montreal steak / mystery chicken. We think it's Montreal steak. And it is just frying up behind me there. Okay. Loving the all lime. I think maybe I did add water. I have no idea. I don't know. But it also makes the most delicious butter. So there you go. You saw all that delicious lime juice I got out of my amazing citrus press. I brushed my teeth right before I started this, so, oh, and let me just show you my hair. Okay, isn't that special? Ta-da! Okay.
I just put gum in my mouth.
She just put gum in her mouth. Well, we are all bothly useless. All right, so we're gonna bothly. We are going to leave this for now. There is our purple cabbage. I mean, just look at that gorgeous color. Guys, it just pops on a plate, you know? So, anyway, we got that. We're going to have our asparagus. We're going to steam that up. What's our chicken doing?
Smells good.
It seems like it's barely on. Oh, did I do the wrong one? No, I did the big one. My stove sucks. I need to get rid of my stove. That's the main thing. Okay. Oh, yeah, our rice is cooking. Hopefully that's not boiling over because we do that a lot around here. Anything else? What else do we need, guys? The cabbage, well, it was gonna be, I was gonna roast the cabbage, so it was cut into like 1/2-inch chunks to roast it, and then I realized it's hot in here and that would be dumb. So now it's like in giant, fat, chunky, ribbony things. So it's gonna be amazing, and it's like sauteed in the chicken business. I wasn't even excited for dinner, but now I am, guys. It's working out here. So let's talk about what's in the Epic box. If you've made something from your Epic box this week, I want to hear about it. So this month's Epic box, crispy crunchy coating, beef and broccoli stir fry, tropical pineapple chicken, pulled chicken. And of course, you're not limited to these. If you haven't been getting the Epic Box email or you haven't been realizing that there's a link in there, there's a link that gives you all sorts of other ideas. Speedy lasagna, cha-cha chili, brownies. We already ate stuff out of here. We used a bunch of it.
It's not. It needs a little longer.
Yeah, 5 more minutes. Okay, so the first pieces of chicken are coming online here. Let me just take them out. The second two are continuing to cook. So I want to take those first two out. I can pop them back in after to give them like a reheat, but I don't want them to overcooked. And of course they need to rest for a couple of minutes. Those are now going into the steamer.
Okay.
Now these are next, guys. Put those in my steamer. As soon as that rice comes out, these are going to take about 3 minutes and they'll be done. And this is going to be one of the longest lives I have done in a really long time because, you know, I wasn't organized and we won the whole thing. Now there's a little bit of chopped up chicken bits in the bottom of my steamer, so I'm going to make sure I'm going to get a proper spatula and I'm going to get every single bit of this out of here and into my pan, because the chicken business happening in the pan is where all the amazing flavor is going to come from on the cabbage. So we want all of this chicken business, these cooked pieces, these pieces that are still raw, and this sauce to cook in with that last bit of chicken. Now, do I have enough color for my plate? I only have 2 vegetables. To me, that seems lame, but it is what it is, I guess. Today is just a 2 vegetable day, unless we have some partial vegetables.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another starch. All right. Oh, I know. I found it. Hang on. Cucumber. Let's just slice up some delicious cucumber that we can dip in our feisty greens. I just got to get my non-chicken cloth and take the purple off my knife. Hey, Marta, nice of you to join us. Okay, who's used their Epic Box? Thank you for the email, Mary. Who's used their Epic Box, or not the email, the link? I want to know what you've cooked so far. We're just going to do up some cucumber slices. And you know, I got to say, cucumber, just hit your cucumber slices with a little bit of that herbed garlic sea salt, or especially that sriracha sea salt, and you will be transported. Okay? Guys, sriracha sea salt, only available right now. Okay? Get that, put it on your cucumber. Like, seriously, this is worth eating even though I just brushed my teeth. Okay. Now I'm talking with my mouth full. That's right. My apologies in advance. Okay, that was really yummy. So grab your sriracha sea salt, put that on your cucumbers, and now we have an extra color and some bit of lightness on our plate. We've got that ready to go. We're just waiting on our rice. It's boiling over. See, I just had a sixth sense that it was going to boil over, because I told her to put it on for 5 minutes, and when I'm doing sushi rice, I have to do a little bit at a time, not the 5 and 5. I have to do like 5, 3, 2 kind of thing. Okay, here we go. Checking the sushi rice. Now that we've spilled it everywhere, this is just real life cook. What? This is why I normally put the multi-purpose steamer on a plate, okay? Don't do what I just did. Don't do this at home. Make your hot, gooey stuff in your round steamer, or put your multi-purpose steamer on a plate. I tell you guys that all the time. I do not listen to myself. Oh, I don't think there's any salt in here. Great tragedy. Just a moment. Did you salt the rice? Okay. Oh, there's salt. Okay. The tragedy has been averted. We are good. Let me just stir. Just make sure how we're doing for liquid. Okay, let's put this back in. Let's put it on a plate, shall we? This will hold my multi-purpose steamer steady, so when I'm taking something hot out of the microwave, it's not going to flop around in my hands. And of course, my microwave is still a completely gooey, sticky rice mess. Hashtag more real life. Okay. Oh, that Montreal chicken is so good. Don't mind me being a weirdo, but that's delicious. So I'm going to chop up my asparagus a little bit. Why am I calling this asparagus all day today? Gravy me. Okay. So I'm going to chop these up a bit. Because you know, like when you're at a restaurant and you go and you like stab your fork and you're like trying to eat your piece of lettuce? Or you ever had this happen at a restaurant? That is the most annoying thing that happens, and it always happens when you're with people that'll play judge you for doing that. Thankfully, I can do that in my house, and nobody cares.
We judge each other.
Yeah, we're just going to judge each other for other shit. Okay, so now I have chopped that up, and now I can cook it without having to worry about giant pieces I'm trying to eat, maybe a few more. It's going to make it a lot easier to eat and a lot easier to serve. Okay, so we've got a lot of cabbage. We're not going to eat all of this cabbage tonight. We're going to grab a clean mason jar from right there. I have a little man servant, woman servant, woman servant, personage, helper.
Daughter?
I'm daughter. I'm listening to a book from the 1950s, so manservant was in my head. What in the holy hell did I just say? But that's
servant,
why, because my
non-gendered servant.
yes, she's my helper. No servant at all.
Go.
Helper / partner in the house. Okay. Don't mind me being weird because it's late at night here and I'm already silly. Okay. I've got some cabbage to cook up. Ooh, I got the right name.
What?
I called it the right thing. I called it cabbage. This is exciting.
Yay.
This is exciting.
Win.
Yeah, I got a win. I called my food by the right name.
Personal victory of the day.
Oh my word. All right, now we're going to check our rice. I got a spatial, but it's not done. Now we're going to go in for another minute and a half. Now, any consultants that are out there watching on a desktop, you want to drop the specials? I know there's a bunch of things that came in the last call. One of them is the 4-inch knife. I can't remember the other items. And there's some beautiful specials from Amelia's Live. I shared that a couple days ago, so check that out. We're just waiting to put this food together. So let me just go put our meat sticks. Now again, these were the bones that came out of my chicken thigh, so I'm going to go put the meat sticks in the air fryer. Let me just, drizzle a little of that on it because we took all the delicious oils off in the skin, and I'll be right back. Sorry, this is taking a long time. Okay, that's done. Thank you. Potato salad bundle. Oh, pina colada sale. Oh my gosh, you guys. Find the pina colada. Oh. You just don't even know what you're missing. This is on sale. Put this in your cart right now. Have you had this? Alexa hasn't had this. Okay, come over. Okay, ditch the gum. We're going to do a taste test on camera with a gum face. Okay, so we've got gum face taste test.
Gum face. That's a lot.
That's a lot. Okay, maybe not that much, but isn't that delicious? Yeah. Hello, gum face taste test. It's even delicious when you've got a mouthful of gum. Here we go. That's the only thing you need to do to make that delicious is just pour it in your hand. Of course, you can make a pina colada or you can do whatever. The thing says, I don't know, you can make a dip, you can bake with it, or you can just eat it. What does it say to do? I don't even know.
To make a pina colada?
Yeah.
As
Is that
a
what the
mix?
recipe is?
Yeah. It's just to make a pina colada with pineapple. You need pineapple, coconut rum, and hot water in a blender.
That's easy. So, confession time.
Oh, it's coconut cream and powder. That's why.
That's my third bottle of pina colada.
I haven't seen it once.
I ate them at my desk.
It's really good.
So that's why I don't know what the recipe is, because I just had it at my desk and I ate it.
That's really tasty.
So get your bottles at a discount, and you know what? When you're at your desk and you just need a little pick me upper, there you go, and you're here's her hand coming out again.
That's
this
good.
is how
The
good
lime.
the pina colada is, that you just want to eat it right out of your hand.
I need to find powdered coconut cream.
Yummy. Okay, so we're just finishing our asparagus and we're plating up, people. Let's get this show on the road. Okay, so I have got my beautiful little chicken thigh, crispy business. Oh, I gotta put that back in for a little heating up again. I'm gonna put that back in there to get a little crispy, crunchy business. Woo! You know, some products you just don't need to know how to use them. You just figure it out on your own. Okay, so I'm putting my little stack of cucumbers to give myself my little fresh bite. My rice is here. My rice is done. So let's go on with my rice. If I can find a utensil. See, the thing that I normally endeavor to do is to find my utensils before I start. So I don't know if you've noticed and appreciated that about me, but it's really obvious when I don't, because I have all of these delays as So mise en place. That is one of the best ways to organize yourself for cooking, is to mise en place, have all your crap in the right place, basically. That's your mise en place. Okay. My rice done, nice and sticky like you like a good sushi rice to be. Put that on there. My chicken is rewarming. I have got my asparagus, which is not nearly done because these are huge, so those are going back in for another, let's say, a minute, because I don't want to do too much. Okay, so let me grab my chicken. I'm glad you snorted, Shelley. That makes my day. I always love to make people snort. It's one of my favorite pastimes, actually. So, I'm going to have 2 chicken thighs today, because you know, it's one of those hungry days. So, I'm going to grab the 2 with the best crunch on them, because I cooked them. That's how that works. Okay, just do a little stack of pretty little chicken there. We got 2 more chicken coming out. Is that how that works in your house? If you're the one that cooks the food, do you get the best portion, or do you leave the best portion for the other people? Inquiring minds want to know. How does that work in your house? No. I get the best portion before I even tell everybody it's there. I'm like, let me put that on.
I make us dinner. I get this.
Oh yeah, see? She does the same thing. I hope you're all doing that. You know, that's part of the benefit of being the cook. So, I'm just taking a few little crispy, delicious bits out of the chicken pan and putting them on my chicken, because they're like crispy fried chicken bits. And now I'm going in with my cabbage, throwing that in my chicken pan. Oh my gosh, Lex, you know why? Because it went from being on high to being just past high. That's why it wasn't cooking. You see, this is why I use a steamer. Because apparently, when I use a frying pan, I don't know what I'm doing. So that's why that last piece of chicken took so long, because instead of turning it up higher, I turned it off. Okay, so I was like, why is it not sizzling? That would be why. Yes, love that, Deborah. Okay. Okay, we're almost done here. What do we need? Maybe another 30 seconds. We'll go 30 more seconds on the asparagus and we are done. Can you check those and make sure they're cooked? Since I had the weirdness of happening.
With what happened?
The weirdness of not having the burner on. Now, I've got my whatever this stuff is, purple cabbage, the stuff I've been struggling with all night. One of my favorite vegetables on earth, purple cabbage. Okay, the chicken is cooked and got a thumbs up for the Montreal steak chicken. Now I am cooking, you know what, I'm going to cook all the purple cabbage in that.
Good.
Yeah, I am just taking the rest. You know what, there's so much delicious chicken juice in that pan that I'm going to cook the rest of this purple cabbage in that chicken juice and use it on something tomorrow, because why waste it? And let's just put now a little extra Montreal steak action in that pan, because Montreal steak is not just for steak, because here it is on this super delicious chicken. It is on our purple cabbage.
Goat
And
cheese.
goat cheese.
Goat cheese with beets.
Oh, and cucumbers and goat cheese and Montreal steak.
Goat peppers.
Okay.
That was our
Oh my gosh.
snack thing for a year.
Oh, I miss cheese.
Yeah, me too. But goat cheese.
Yes, yum, 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 yum. Okay, let's check these. Let's just take my daughter's face off with the microwave. Okay.
Yummy.
So we've got some asparagus going on my plate right here. Some beautiful little. See, what you do is you take the broken ones that don't have a head, and you put them on the bottom, and then you put all the ones with a head on top. And nobody's the wiser that you forgot about your asparagus and let it rot, and then found it as you were cooking tonight at the last minute. Okay, so that's how we do that. That just goes over there for her plate. Let's just get rid of some stuff here, shall we? Okay. Okay, this cabbage is going to be one of the stars of the show, you guys. Seriously. Oh my gosh. This makes me so happy. Okay. There is our sauteed. I am a weak old lady. There is our sauteed red cabbage. Look how delicious this meal looks. Oh my gosh. Guys, from no plan to, wait, that has Montreal steak. The asparagus has, oh, and we have feisty green. Okay, we're good. I'm like, I was missing something. Okay, look, no plan, delicious, healthy meal. I've got extra cabbage for another day, and we have got some feisty green to go on top. And now I'm gonna go take my sorry arse out to my deck, sit overlooking the water, and have this absolutely spectacular meal. Let's give you one last summary of what we have got going on here.
I'm real ready for the next.
We have got Montreal steak chicken and then sauteed red cabbage in the Montreal steak juices. We have got some sushi rice because we're going to use it tomorrow with a secret new product. We have got some smoky sriracha salt on our cucumbers. And I have got feisty green to pour across my asparagus or wherever I decide I want it, because feisty green is the bomb. So there we go. There is dinner. I hope you all have an amazing, amazing evening. There, oh, it looks super pretty when I put it that way. There's my delicious meal. I hope you all have a delicious dinner that's as yummy as mine is. Bye, everyone.